ahead and I brown up a little extra so that I'll have that ready when I need a quick meal. And I'm using the stainless steel skillet with that nonstick mesh coating. Do any of you have this skillet yet? It is amazing. It is the first skillet that I reach for. This one is the 10-inch. We also have the 12-inch, which is right here. And then we also have the stir-fry skillet, which you can see the handle right here. If you want to see any of those, see the sizes of them, just let me know. And of course, you probably all already have this, the mix and chop. How could we scramble hamburger without that mix and chop? So I just go ahead and stir, 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 and get that going so that you can dice up your hamburger. And of course, that comes with a lid. Now, I did go ahead and do that up ahead of time because I needed that to cool. I really want this to come to about room temperature. And when I do my ground meat of any kind, I generally, because my family likes onions, I generally do chop at least a half onion and put in there. So that's what I've got in there. Now we're going to put some raw onion in here too, but I just like the flavor of the cooked onion. So I went ahead and I have that ready here. And then we're going to add our ingredients to that in just a minute. But let me go ahead and tell you about the base. I'm using the salad and berry spinner. If you all don't have a salad and berry spinner, I highly recommend it. It's used all the time at our home. We don't eat salads without taking it through this. This is like the wash and dry cycle of your washer. And it's not in the catalog, but it is in the outlet right now until it's sold out. So you might want to hop on over there and put one of these in your cart and send that over to me. We don't have to process your order yet if you want to continue shopping until the end of the party, but that's the only way that will be reserved, okay? So let me tell you what I did. I took some curly leaf lettuce and I cut that to the size and shape that you want that. And then I put it in here and I took it through the wash and dry cycle one time so far. Like, that's gross. Who wants that on their salad? But who would eat the salad without washing it at all? Well, that's even more disgusting. So what I do is this comes with 2 colander baskets. So I rinse that lettuce, put it in there, lift your handle, and that's going to go at a pretty good rate of speed so that it's going to get all of that water out of there. All right, now watch. I locked the handle down, and then you press the black button, and that's the brake. So that stops it. And then what I want to do is make sure that I've got as much of the water out of there as I can get, because the water is what is going to age your lettuce. So, and I don't know if any of you have the stainless steel bowl set, but this is how I store my lettuce then for a week, so that anytime that we have, I need a side dish or a quick main dish, I've got the lettuce already prepared. So I use any one of the stainless steel bowls because they have a nice fitting lid. They're going to keep really chilled in the refrigerator. Put a paper towel in the bottom to grab the rest of that moisture. Put a paper towel on top. And then seal it. And that's going to stay fresh. As long as you've got all that moisture off, it's going to stay fresh for a week. And you're ready to go the next time that you need salad. Now, I could take this bowl and use that to make a nice big salad and serve that in. That's not what we're going to do this evening, so I will just set that aside. All right, let's go ahead and cut up the vegetables that we need. Let me go ahead and I'll tell you about this one and then get this out of the way. So it's cheeseburger salad, so we need some cheese. I always use the block cheese at my house, and this is the coarse grater. We also have the fine grater, which is for your things like Parmesan, fresh ginger, things like that. But this one is the coarse grater, and you can lay it flat over a bowl, or you can store it that way. I like to use it standing up like that, and then I store it completely flat. So that's really convenient. And it just stays right here in my drawer in the island so that it's always handy. And of course, it is dishwasher safe. And your cheese will grate better if it's nice and cold. All right, so let's go ahead and do some veggies here. I'm going to do my carrots first. I'm not putting those in the salad, but I wanted to show you carrot sticks. And I need carrots for my lunch tomorrow, so I thought I'd do these. And I'm going to do these before the onions because I don't want them to taste like onions. So I'm using the veggie peeler. It's called the serrated peeler, and that's good for anything that has a coarse rind, like mangoes, sweet potatoes, any kind of squash. This does a really great job on those, but I use it on potatoes and also on my carrots. And go ahead and cut the ends off of your carrots. All right, now to make carrot sticks, and if you buy baby carrots, I don't mean to offend you, you go right ahead and continue buying baby carrots. For me, I really don't like the flavor of the baby carrots. There's just not a lot of flavor if you compare them to the full-grown carrots. So I prefer to just cut my carrots so that I have carrot sticks. And I need to cut each carrot in about 3 pieces. It's going to need to be about that long, whatever that is. What would you say? Between 3 or 4 inches, maybe? And I'll show you why. So this is the new tool. This is the Rapid Prep Mandolin. It's all dishwasher safe, and it is all completely safe to use. So I'm going to put the hopper on.
Completely safe.
Completely safe?
Yeah. Unless you and Aaron. We've had issues at our house.
Because not all mandolins were completely safe, were they? No, I know. All right, I'm going to put this little hopper on.
Yeah, I immediately thought of when you and Aaron made zucchini bread.
All right. I know. We've heard those horror stories. On the back here, there are 3 settings on this dial. This would be slicing. I'll show you that in a minute. This one is for the sticks. That's what I'm going to use for French fries, zucchini fries, sweet potato fries, jicama fries, butternut squash fries, carrot sticks. If you want any other kind of vegetable sticks like for a fruit tray, that's what you're going to use. And for the long sticks, I'm going to dial this to 8. Now look, it goes 0, and that's the thickness, 0 to 8. So I'm doing that second one and 8 for the sticks. I love French fries in my air fryer, but I really prefer the vegetable fries like butternut squash fries and all of that. But I don't want, butternut squash is tough. I don't really want to cut that by hand. I do, but I didn't want to. So now I don't have to. I got this one a little bit long. I'll just put that little guy. All right, and I'm going to load these up here in the hopper. Now, if I were doing these one at a time, this would be a little easier, but that's not my personality. I'm going to put in as many as I can do at a time. So you'll see I will have to push just a little bit harder. There's the handle that I'm going to use to push. Put a smaller one in here. All right. And then you put this so that your fingers don't go down in the hopper. Okay, guys? This is what you're going to push with, not your fingers. Don't put your fingers down in that clear spot. Your fingers don't belong there. If we're going to do a good job of cutting for you, you have to keep your fingers out of the way. But it's not a temptation with this because this is going to do everything you need it to do. Now, this part right here, there's no danger. Like I can get my fingers down in there. I'm not close to any blades. So that's not going to hurt anything. And look at my beautiful carrot sticks that I have for lunch tomorrow. Amazing. I absolutely love this tool. And then what I do is take fat-free Greek yogurt, and mix it with our new French onion dip mix. And that's my snack during the day. All right, let me put those in a bowl. And then I'll go ahead, we're going to slice some tomatoes for the salad. And if I get a little carrot in here, that will not matter. I've already sliced some onions, some red onions that I'll just sprinkle in there. For a big sandwich I was making the other day, I had sliced these peppers. That was all done on the mandolin. All right, so let's take this tool called the core and more. I'm going to pull the core out. And now we're going to go to slice. So slice, and I want that on a, let's try a 4. I can always move it if I want it to be a different. Oops. It's needed to go there. Okay, so here are some chopped tomatoes. Without using the salad or the food chopper that's going to just really mutilate them and give you juice, this is diced. And then now I'm going to slice for you. Imagine if you're making a stir fry. So I do onions in there and celery in there, whatever other kind of vegetables you want. I've done broccoli in here, cauliflower, and it just makes very, very quick and easy work. Okay, so there's our tomatoes for our salad. We're just about ready to put all of our ingredients together. Let's do, oh, I want to show you these. These are my trivets. These are probably new since any of you have been to a party. These sit on my table, on my dining room table all the time because they're very attractive, but then they come apart and you've got 3 separate trivets. They're just nesting, so it keeps them, and you can turn them over and use them that way too, if you want to. All right, so let's work with our meat. And that was about a pound of ground meat, and to that I'm going to add you all know the measure, mix, and pour. 1 cup of ketchup. This is great for any of your sticky ingredients, peanut butter, mayonnaise, anything like that, because it scrapes the sides for you. And I need 1 tablespoon of mustard. And I'm going to use my nesting measuring spoons. These go from a tablespoon all the way up to 1/8 of a teaspoon. I've never had a set that had 1/8 of a teaspoon measurement in it. Well, we got a little extra there. That's all right. Mini skinny scraper, one of my favorites. And then we need 1/2 cup of dill pickles. And I'm going to use my food chopper for that. This is what I use to chop up the raw onion. And I'm going to chop right in the cap. And these are the easy to read adjustable measuring cups that I had that in so I could make sure I had 1/2 cup. Now, you know, maybe your family doesn't like dill pickles, but they like sweet pickles. That's why I'm saying this is just an idea more than it is a recipe. You can change this up any way you want. Sometimes I'll put bacon bits in here. Anything that you think that your family would like on a hamburger or a cheeseburger, that's the way you want to build it. So I'm just going to mix this right in the skillet. Part of keeping it cool in the summer is less dishes. So you can have a different color paper plates for every week if you want, and just have all sorts of variations and let the family know that we're doing it nice and simple. Listen, if the kids have to load the dishwasher, they're not going to complain about paper plates at all, right? All right, now I'm not sure how many, since it's getting kind of late here, I'm not sure how many of our family is going to eat. So I'm just going to build a salad, just one, and let everybody kind of do their own. That way they can also choose what they want on their salad. No dressing, you won't need it because you've made the dressing right there in the meat. This is just such a delightful summer dinner. Sometimes I get so hungry for it, I make it in the winter also. And then we're going to top it with a little bit of red onion, if you like raw onion. If not, just leave that out. And then grated cheese. Dinner's done. Would your families eat that? If they like cheeseburger, I bet they would. Yeah? All right, now let me ask you, do you have any questions about any of the products that I showed you or anything that I haven't showed you that you'd like to see?
I don't have any questions.
Okay. All right. The other thing that the recipe suggests is that you take your hot dog or your hamburger buns, and especially the tops is probably what you're going to use first, and you're going to slice those very thinly. Put those in, you can either put them in the oven, or I would put them in my air fryer, just individually on the racks, spread them apart. My guess is it would take 90 seconds or maybe 2 minutes to make those nice and crisp, and you're going to use those as croutons on the salad. So, you know what? If you think about it, you've really kind of got all the ingredients there that you would have in a hamburger, but it's just a nice treat. We love to take this, fill our plates, and then take it out to the deck and have dinner on the deck. So I thought that might be a recipe that you all would enjoy too. If you are interested in the mandolin, that has, as I think I mentioned, 3 settings here and 8 here. So we only used maybe 3 this evening. There are so many things that you can do with that, cucumbers and just lots of things that you can do with that. And it's all dishwasher safe. This one is probably the one that I use the most, is the sticks, because I don't have a tool that would do French fries or carrot sticks. I've never had one that would do that well. So I do now. All right. Do any of you already have the stainless steel bowl set?
No, I was looking at those, so.
You know, I had my first set for, has to be at least 20 years, might have been 25. And eventually, I mean, after so many years, these black rings came out, and one of my lids had broken on a bowl, on a great big one that was 8 quart that they don't even make anymore. And so I thought, you know, it's time for me to get a different set of bowls. And I started looking at the prices all around, and I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of money. I don't need that. And there was a discount place that had a set on sale for like $20. So I gave my old set of bowls to one of my granddaughters, and I went and bought that other set. Lasted maybe a month. The lids were warped in the dishwasher. I always use this one when I'm making my sourdough bread, and it sits overnight, and it has to have a seal on it. No, I would get up and it would be dried out. I mean, these go through the dishwasher all of the time. They are not warped at all. And so, yes, you are going to pay for a good set of bowls, and that's got the silicone on the bottom so that they won't move around. But I got to tell you, it only took me one time of buying the $20 set of bowls. Never again. I will never be without the Pampered Chef stainless steel bowls, because I use them all the time. And sometimes I have to clean one thing out of it so that I can either, this is the one that I use all the time for my sourdough bread, or to store our salad in, because we want salad handy and ready all week long. If you need a quick side dish, that makes it very easy to go to that. All right. So the only other thing I need to tell you is that next month in July, if you are interested in any of the larger items that you would like to have a deep savings on, like you can see, I think you can see I've got my Deluxe electric grill griddle over there. It never leaves my counter. It's used at least twice a day, sometimes 3 or 4 times. If you're interested in that or any of our electrics, quick cooker, Deluxe electric blender. You can see I've got my cooking blender right here. I made tomato soup in it today for lunch. Keeps my kitchen cool because the only thing that heats is the blender. Any of those set of cookware, knife block, any of those pricier tools, as a host, you can get that 60% off in the month of July. So if you are interested, let me know. And then your host also gets credit for that booking, which will help her to earn a free shopping spree. So if that interests any of you, let me know and we'll look at some dates so that we can reserve something for you. All right, that's all I've got for you tonight, unless anybody's got a question. Nope.
No, thank you.
All right, bye-bye.